Hello golfers. So, it's been a long time since you've been allowed to get out on the course. Fingers crossed Boris lets us get back to our usual activities. So, with that in mind, returning to play, there's a few things you might want to consider. Did you know that your golf swing can be influenced by your anatomy? So, all spines are not created equal, and hips. Each of us will have variations. Some people have a very skinny spine, slender and flexible, a bit like a willow branch. Others will have thicker spines that are more like a thicker tree branch. Now, with the slender spine, you can take it and you can bend it very nicely, and it'll give you range. With a thicker spine, you won't be able to bend that spine as much as the other. It doesn't have the flexibility within it. This will influence how you swing a club. So for example, you'll see more flexible individuals who can create a huge amount of rotation through their torso and really coil and unleash that whip, versus others who will keep a more rigid torso and generate drive from the legs and the hips. So if you're experiencing back pain with your swing, these might be factors you want to consider. How much range do you have in the spine? How much range do you have in your hips? And are these factors influencing pain or performance in terms of your swing?
Okay, right, so talk about some specifics of spinal anatomy there can help, but to offer some general exercises that are going to help every single golfer, we need thoracic upper back mobility for the rotational aspect, and we need also mobility in the hips so that we can follow through on those shots, particularly in the left hip. So, firstly, upper back mobility, something to squeeze between the knees, all right, and then either a stick or a club across the chest, high elbows, sit as tall as you can, okay? Take a deep breath in, and then exhale as you rotate. Keep the squeeze here, stops you rotating through your lower back, encourages the movement to happen further up in the spine, and the position of the elbows will change that as well. So twist, keep the elbows high, then side bend, undo the side bend, and you'll be able to twist further. Side bend, and you'll keep going round. Do it until you stop getting further on the breath, and then do the same on the other side. Okay, another important area we need mobility is in the hips to allow you to follow through on that shot. If the hip lacks internal rotation, then it's going to potentially shift that force further up to the back, to the lower back, where we're not designed for rotational movement. So, it's a modified aeroplane movement, so usually we do the exercise here, but for this routine, so that everyone can do it, we're going to do it in a slightly higher up position. So, similar angle to where you play a shot from, holding onto a door frame, okay, into position there. Now, it's really important that your knee and your toes stay facing forwards the whole time. Don't allow the knee to follow you and rotate around. I'm going to try and rotate my body around this stance leg. So I'm trying to get my belly button facing that way. I should feel for a stretch on this side and a squeeze on this side. I'm then going to open out and rotate away. Keeping my knee facing forwards, trying to get my belly button facing away, and you should feel a squeeze this side, and I'm coming back through. Keep that knee laser guided forwards, otherwise it can cause knee some issues, and just do 8 of these on either side, really squeezing and trying to get further every time you do it. Okay, so here's the drill. We're aiming more at the hips, we're incorporating the obliques as well. So we're in a sideline position, bottom leg's bent, top leg's straight, okay? Pull the shoulders down, away from the ears, so you can feel a bit of tension through the muscles under here. Connect the ribs down at the front, so the ribs aren't popping out, okay? And then I'm gonna push my knee into the ground, squeeze my hips and lift it up, holding there for 5 seconds, okay? Keep this tight as well as this side. I want to stay strong. Dropping down, and then squeeze back up. I'm squeezing my hip to lift up into that position. Aim for 3 lots of 6 5-second holds on each side. Okay, so we've done mobility. The side plank helps to fire up the obliques and the lateral hip muscles. Now I want to build awareness and fire up the front of the core musculature, the rectus abdominis at the front, and build awareness to maintain spinal neutral, right? So, lie flat on your back, feet relax like this, and just use the fingertips up in the small of the back here, just to gauge where neutral spine is, right? So we don't want to change that position, so I'm not trying to flatten into the ground. I'm certainly not going to allow it to lift off. I want to hold that position there and tune the abdominals. So if you put your fingertips into here and cough, you'll feel your abdominal muscles jump on. Okay? Nothing changed position, you can flex it and extend. We want the spinal neutral with these muscles engaged. Okay? Keep that position as you lift the leg up and lift up. And then feel for that position now, taking the arms up. We're going to go opposite arm, opposite leg, going out and down. Okay, keep this engaged, keep the spine still, and then come up fast. Out and down, controlled, and then bring it up quick. Out and down, controlled, bring it up quick. As you bring that leg up fast, don't let the lower back lift off. It should cause you no back pain, just a little bit of work in the muscles of the abdominals. 3 lots of 8 to 12 reps each side.